The second day in the nature reserve was as great as the first day. The generation went horseback riding and they also repelled trees. At night, they went to the fairgrounds to an outdoor movie night. Auggie hadn't had the chance to write a letter to his family, so he wrote a real short letter telling them all important things about the stuff they did. In the fairground happened some important things, so he tells you a little bit of that night. First at all, including August laid his sleeping bags down on the field in front of the giant movie screen when they arrived to the fairground in the buses. Everyone got a snake and some table games while they waited other students of the other schools. They also went to the concession stands that were around the other school buses arrived without announcement. All the lights turned off at once and the intro announcement came. The movie for that night was The Sound of Music, the foreign movie of Via. That's the first thing August told when they mentioned the movie in the announcement. The movie started playing and August lay down. Later, Jake nudged him, telling him that he needs to pee. So Bob got up and they went to the toilets, but there was a big line for the toilets, and Jake had the great idea of just going into the woods to choose a tree and pee on it. August wasn't sure and tried to convince Jam to just wait for, but Jack couldn't keep it so long, so they went in the woods. And on the way, they found a mouse. Max and Harry, wherever nothing important happened by then, they just nodded each other as a little "what's up?" Here comes the important part. On the wall to the direction of the giant screen, August and Jack born with 4 boys and 2 girls they didn't know. They looked like 7th graders that were probably smoking cigarettes. They pointed flashing at August and Jack. And there's when the bunch of no kids started buttering because of August. They delayed to him really fancy words like monster and alien, and so they made a lot of fun of August. These adolescents went that far that almost Harry and Miles interfered defending August. It got that intense that they started fighting before August and his friends ran away as fast as they could. They stopped running when they were sure anyone was fooling them. Then everything was lost. It was really funny to remember everything that just happened a few minutes ago. Everything was cool until you realized that the carrying eyes of August were gone. August started crying. He couldn't keep it anymore and even took all of his friends helped August to find them. They didn't find nothing. When they were walking back to the field where the movie screen was, Amos, Harry, Miles, and Jack surrounded August in case anything happened again, just like in Emperor's Wars. That night, they slept in the same field the movie screen was, and that was the hardest and worst night for August. He couldn't sleep, no matter how much he read. He was afraid of how dark was outside the sleeping bag and was still shocked about the situation that happened. He finally understood what his father meant with like a lamb to the slaughter. The next day, everyone found out what happened last night, even the teachers. The director walked with August asking him what happened to him and to his friends. Mr. Tushman and so called August's mom to tell her about the situation with his son. They went back later then, and all the parents were waiting outside of the school. Auggie ran to his mother's arm and hugged her tight. They walked home together and his mom didn't ask a thing about what happened. When they arrived home, Auggie talked about it a little bit. He wanted everyone to be home so he didn't have to repeat the story. By the time his father and Bia arrived home, August really happy hugged both Tig. Then he gave him a big present, a teeny and fluffy puppy that looked just like a little beer cub. They named it Bear. Bia and Auggie took the next day off to play with Bear all the day long. Next day, everyone in the school knew about Auggie's story in the nature reserve. Everyone started being nice to him, and Mr. Dutchman also talked to August again about his first year of school and experience in Beecher Prep School. Everything was nice till the graduation ceremony. Many things happened. By then, August's father confessed he was the one who threw away his astronaut helmet, and that Jack started to have a crush on Summer. Later, in the ceremony, Mr. Dutchman touched our hearts with his amazing speech about kindness, for later out a new award about kindness, whose winner was August. Everyone shared in his name. People clapping, screaming, and whistling. August was very known as a wonder.